Once upon a time, there was a peaceful Buddhist monastery nestled in the rolling hills of the countryside. The monastery was surrounded by lush greenery, the soft murmur of nearby streams, and the soothing sounds of birdsong. It was a place where monks gathered to meditate, reflect, and seek wisdom under the guidance of their enlightened master. Though the monastery appeared tranquil on the surface, beneath the calm exterior, a different reality brewed. Many young monks often found themselves caught in petty disputes, gossiping about one another and engaging in malicious talk behind each other's backs. This toxic environment created a cloud of negativity that was hard to ignore. Among the monks was a young disciple named Thomas. Thomas was deeply committed to his spiritual journey, but the negativity in the monastery began to weigh heavily on him. He found it difficult to concentrate on his meditation and studies, as the gossip and backbiting created a stifling atmosphere. One evening, after a particularly unsettling day, Thomas decided he had had enough. He approached his master, a wise and serene man named Master Edwin, who was known for his profound understanding of human nature. Thomas bowed respectfully and spoke, his voice filled with frustration. "Master, I can no longer bear the negativity in this monastery. The monks are constantly gossiping, spreading rumors, and criticizing one another. It feels suffocating. I wish to leave this place and find peace elsewhere. A quieter, calmer place where I can focus on my spiritual growth." Master Edwin listened attentively, his calm gaze fixed on Thomas. After a moment of silence, he asked gently, "Thomas, what is it that troubles you most about this monastery?" "The constant negativity, Master," Thomas replied. "The monks' words are filled with malice. They speak ill of each other and create an environment where peace and harmony are impossible. How can one focus on spiritual growth in such a place?" Master Edwin nodded thoughtfully. "I understand your concern, Thomas," he said. "If you feel that leaving is the best path for you, I will not stop you. But before you go, I have one small task for you." Thomas agreed, eager to prove his resolve. The master handed him a small spoon filled to the brim with water and said, "Take this spoon and walk around the entire monastery. Be careful not to spill even a single drop. Once you have completed this task, return to me, and you may leave for a more peaceful place." Thomas accepted the challenge and began his walk. He moved slowly and deliberately, his eyes fixed on the spoon. Every step required focus and balance, as even the slightest distraction could cause the water to spill. As he walked through the monastery, Thomas became so absorbed in the task that he failed to notice the usual chatter and commotion around him. He passed by groups of monks engaged in heated conversations, but their words faded into the background. His entire being was focused on the delicate task of keeping the water steady. After several hours, Thomas returned to Master Edwin, the spoon still full of water. A faint smile of relief spread across his face as he said, "Master, I have done as you asked. I carried the spoon around the monastery without spilling a single drop. Now, may I leave?" Master Edwin looked at Thomas with a knowing expression. "Tell me, Thomas," he asked, "as you walked through the monastery, did you hear any gossip? Did you notice any monks speaking ill of one another?" Thomas paused, surprised by the question. He thought for a moment and then replied, "No, Master. I was so focused on the spoon that I didn't hear or notice anything else." Master Edwin's smile deepened. "Exactly," he said. "This monastery, like any place in the world, has its challenges. But if you focus on your goals and what truly matters, the negativity around you will not affect you. It is like walking through a noisy marketplace. If you allow yourself to be distracted by the noise, you will feel overwhelmed. But if you keep your eyes on your destination, the noise fades into the background." He paused, letting his words sink in, and then continued. "No matter where you go, Thomas, you will encounter people who are negative or who do not align with your values. You have two choices. You can focus on their flaws and let their behavior disturb your peace, or you can remain committed to your path and rise above their negativity. The choice is yours, and that choice will shape how you experience life. As Thomas listened to his master's words, a deep understanding dawned upon him. He realized that peace was not something to be found in a place, but something to be cultivated within. Running away from challenges would not solve his problems. Instead, he needed to change how he responded to them. With this newfound wisdom, Thomas made a decision. "Master," he said, bowing deeply, "I will stay. I now understand that true peace comes from within, and it is my responsibility to nurture it, no matter where I am." From that day forward, Thomas approached his spiritual journey with renewed focus and determination. He no longer allowed the gossip and negativity around him to disturb his peace. Instead, he chose to concentrate on his own growth, letting the distractions fade into the background. And in doing so, he discovered a profound truth. The key to a peaceful life is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to remain centered amidst them. If this story inspired you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Soul Scripted and click the bell icon for more uplifting tales.